Look, I don't mean to be the way I am sometimes, and maybe I can give you a little insight as to why I'm the way I am. You know, how I'm the nicest person on the planet, and then sometimes I'm a little fucked up. I'll tell you a story. About 30 years ago, I was bartending, still living at home with my parents, and on my way out, I stopped and saw my dad in the kitchen. He had gone about 3/4 through a bottle of tequila and he was drunk. And so I just said, Dad, why are you sitting in the kitchen drinking a bottle of tequila by yourself? And his response, hand to God, I could do what I want. This is my house. And you know what? We're going to fight. Yeah, that happened. And I had had physical altercations with my dad before that were violent, and I didn't want to have to fight him or hurt him. But he's dangerous, you know, and he's big and strong, and I needed room to move around so that I could protect myself, because he doesn't have fists. He has sledgehammers attached to arms, you know. So I decide I'm going to bait him. I'm going to trick him. And I say, you want to fight? You want to freaking fight me? You think you can fight me? Fine, let's fight. But not here. Let's go outside. Step outside to the backyard. You want to fight so bad. My mom heard it. She got really upset. And she was worried that I was going to hurt him. So I said, Mom, don't worry. I'm not going to hurt him. I got this. I promise. We get out to the backyard. He starts swinging at me. He's throwing punches at me. Those punches are dangerously close. After about a minute of me making him miss, I see his eyeballs bulging out, and all the veins in his head and neck were straining, and he looked like he was gonna have a heart attack. He was in his 50s, you know, and I realized he's not gonna stop. This fucking guy's not gonna stop. He'd rather keep trying to kill me. He'd rather keep doing that or die. You know, his preference was that he would die before he'd stop trying to hurt me. When I realized that, I had no choice. I took him down to the ground and I put him in an arm bar so that he couldn't move and he was restrained. And finally he started to calm down, and I just kept saying, Dad, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not gonna hit you. I'm never gonna hurt you again, okay? I love you. You're my father. Stop trying to hurt me. And he finally started to calm down, and it was over, and I got up off the ground in the grass in the backyard, and then I reached down to pick him up. Two things were super hard about that, which is why I'm like a freaking Jekyll and Hyde. On the one hand, I got half an hour now to go to work and be the life of the party and smiling like none of this horribly violent episode ever happened. And the second hard part about that was my father at that moment would have rather died than to stop trying to hurt me. True story. Just part of many little components that are the wonder of me.